Any better?
We have this under.
What, honey?
You have this under your vlog channel?
Yeah. No, my main channel. Where'd the remote control for the TV go?
You had me put it over here, goofball.
I'm not mad. Hi, anybody there? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You have to shut the dice in. I forgot.
Okay,
Is anybody there? Can anybody hear me? Yay! We have volume! Woo!
want to turn it off or down?
Off. Or lower the speed. That's
on.
fine. Yep, that's fine with me too. Okay, where am I? What is that? My channel? Mom, do you see hit library, right? That's library.
Yep, that's library.
And then history. History's at the top. Are we not in there? Oh, I have to get out and get back in. Hi, everybody.
Exit YouTube.
Okay, Mom Hippie's here.
Mom, who?
Hi, everybody. Guess what? Got a surprise for you tonight. Let's let a few more people join us and fix my hair again, because that's what it's going to be like, I think.
Okay,
Hopefully you guys can hear okay. I'm kind of feel like I'm shouting because the microphone's really far away. Guess what? Got a surprise for you tonight.
Really?
Let's let a few more people.
Lower my volume.
I'm gonna say the leg is.
There it is. We found it. We found it.
And it's a commercial.
It's a commercial. See, even I have to watch my own commercials, guys. Okay, so what I need to do is up there. Mom, if you can see live chat.
Well, Friday night. Oh, right there.
Yeah, right there. Live
Okay.
chat.
Let's see. I clicked it. Do you see the live chat? I'm hitting pause.
She says we hear you loud and clear.
Yay! Okay, hold on. What happened to the...
55 people.
Can you shut the curtain behind Jim too?
I know 55 people.
Okay, yeah, let me do that. Good job. Thank you, folks.
Okay.
Oh, I don't think I can take that leg.
What, Mom?
Do I have to look at something? Because it's difference in times.
Jim, oh, that's okay. Jimmy,
It says
say
live chat. That does say live chat.
But it's not letting me see the live. Okay, go live. Do. And then see the live chat. What's happening? Hi, everybody. We're trying to get the chat. You have the chat down there? Well, I don't have
Yeah,
the
I
chat
have a
up there.
chat down here, so.
Mom, you got your iPad?
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Mom's gonna look at her. Oh, that was Mom. I blew the surprise. Guess who's on the live stream tonight? Ah!
Chris M says, how you feeling?
Who?
Who exactly who, right?
You.
I'm feeling fine. I don't know about anybody else.
I'm feeling good. I just broke my wheelchair, but other than that, I'm great. Hi, Chris. Chris M lives here in Missouri.
Misery.
Good to see you up in the living room, Jerry.
Yup.
And Sheila.
Okay. Hi, Sheila.
Chris says all. Like, how are we all
Oh.
doing?
Crazy.
Ta-da!
I am.
I did it. I stood up for everybody.
Okay, Grandma G's on her iPad watching the big screen. Watching on the big screen.
Oh, that's what we are, too.
Yep. I'm picking
Just lower your
It's a
volume.
commercial.
I was gonna say, are you gonna
Mom's
get
trying to
reverb?
log in. Yeah.
No, I'm in.
Trying to read the comments.
Yeah.
I'm up and up, I'm up and up, and we did a live stream.
Hello, Hensons from Colorado. Rhonda, sorry.
Yeah.
Decent?
Rhonda, who else? I heard Dana.
I mean,
Dana?
Decent?
Sheila
No.
Hall.
Rhonda,
Sheila,
Rhonda
yeah.
Decent?
Yeah, Rhonda Thiessen,
Chris said, good job, how exciting.
yeah. Oh, did I do a lot today? But you're gonna have to wait till the vlog tomorrow.
Oh, what is? Oh.
Tune in tomorrow to the vlog.
Sheila,
There you go.
Sheila Hall. Nice and hot down there? Yeah.
Yes, it was 90, high of 97 today. But it was, honestly, I don't know what the humidity was at, but it wasn't so bad, actually. It was kind of a warm breeze. It's pretty nice.
Yeah. Very
Right,
low
Will?
humidity.
Yes. Grandma G got her coffee.
That's what I forgot. My Gatorade's behind me, right? Can you grab it?
Where is it?
Oh, yep. I got
Jim's
it.
got it. It's right behind me. Mom's got her go-go juice. Is that what you call the go-go juice?
Oh, shoot. No, I can't do it that way.
Oh, what go?
Go juice.
Get up and go, it's done.
I went shopping today. I know you said tune into. Go ahead, is that okay?
Yeah, just the
Tune into the live to the vlog tomorrow, but thank you, Jim.
Dana Morgan. Hi, guys.
It's Dana.
Dana. Sorry.
No, that's okay. She said like Anna with a D.
Yeah, you're right.
Hi, Dana.
So if I put this about 2 inches over
In magnifiers, Ma?
these used to be fine.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, Lisa, we know you're in Texas. You can keep that heat down there.
Grandma G. Coffee? Too hot for that.
I have coffee I was going to bring out here, but then I figured I would have to hear about how I'm drinking coffee so late, and that's why I don't sleep.
Mary
I just
Lou,
told
hi,
her it's
everybody.
Too hot for coffee.
Hope you're all doing well. Mary Lou. From
Yep.
Sharon's right. It's never too hot for coffee.
That's how I heard.
Excuse me. Mom's going to take our word for it.
Hello, Mama
Grandma
Henson,
G.
if that is you,
I'm sorry.
from Rhonda.
Oh,
Something else.
hello, Mama Henson, if that is you. That's her. Oh,
Email.
almost.
The lag time. I'm going nuts here. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
me.
know.
She'll
There's
wants
some
to
lag.
know if you're gonna have to go to the hospital for physical therapy, or will they come to you?
They're going to come to me just like they did like for my core a few minutes ago. Baby, she leaned in and you can't see her anymore. Just move the whole tripod and everything that way. if you
Which
can.
way?
Oh, I could.
That way. Yeah, you can come close enough.
Towards Mom or towards...
Dana says, Jerry, your birthday party's in the mail.
Donna, it's okay, honey. Whenever it's, I appreciate your love. Mwah. But yeah, like, so we're filming like the whole side of the house that's not even anybody on there. That's what I'm saying. There you go. How's that?
That's fine by me.
Is it cutting your head off though? Totally,
No.
100%.
Oh, that needs to be...
Tilt the whole thing down. There you
Grandma
go.
G said, glad to see Sally here, we won't block her, LOL.
Thank you so
Tilt it
much.
like this if you can.
To which way?
Push the middle thing. No. Stand in front of the
My
phone.
husband and I drink
Put
coffee
you-
up until
no.
we go to bed. Love
Like this?
folders in
Yeah.
my cup.
Let me hold this for a quick second. Sorry, everybody.
Ow, 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 my thumb,
I'm
my thumb.
micromanaging my husband again. Use your other hand.
Tara says, hello
Come in the
everyone,
front.
happy Friday.
There you go. Perfect. Okay.
I didn't want to put my hand in front of the screen and block
I know, that's what I'm
everybody's
saying.
views.
Is that better, everybody? Can you see us? Mom, you can dip out if you want to anytime. She's gonna lean this way. Lean that. You can stay. I think
No.
you're beautiful, but you're the one who has a problem being on camera, not me. Cause you're beautiful in every single way.
My husband and I drink coffee up until the time we go to bed.
Yeah.
Dana wants to know if you wear your necklace.
I do. Dana, thank you so much. I do. It is very difficult because that's so long, so I can't really wear it with my brace. Because what I found out it happens is it gets stuck between me and my brace and stabs me because it's kind of like arrows, and it stabs me on my chest.
And Chris,
But yes,
sorry, Chris said, "Aw, your mom is lovely."
told you.
My hair is like...
Too many
Right.
pictures of me looking like I'm hanging out.
We also have really funny pictures of her with whipped cream on her face, but that's just for private family members only.
Right.
What are we doing this weekend? Sheila Hall.
Sunday we're going into the city to bring Sharon back to the airport and drive our friends. And then tomorrow's a day of rest because Sherry has had therapy and radiation every day this week. And I'm exhausted. I actually was like, can we just do this some other time? What?
Rhonda said, "I know, Mama, you don't like the camera. Neither do I. Jeri-Ann, you should spray your gray screen. Then you can be a girl ninja turtle."
There you go.
I'm going to make it gold and I'm going to either be Xena Warrior Princess or Princess Leia in the gold bikini sort of sit by. I'm thinking flesh colored gut, you know, and just do like the bra like thing. No, I like my
Angie.
stickers.
So Angie says, "Hey Sally," and then "Hey y'all." And Grandma G says, "Did you and Sharon go shoplifting today?" We didn't go shoplifting.
That's
No, we
why-
paid for everything.
No, actually, what it was, I must have at home with them.
Margaret
Oh.
Rose.
I would love to see them shoplift or lift the shop.
Lift the shop.
How many
I,
variations do you have?
One more. Monday. Last one. Hopefully, Lord willing.
Yeah.
They're going to do 5 and then we'll do a test 6-week follow-up and see how everything is going. see if I need any more. But for right now, it's just a 5. There also is, I've mentioned before, there's a tumor in my pelvis at my left hip that they're talking about possibly ablating, or they're going to do zapping on that. We don't really know 100%. So that's where we are right now. So one step at a time.
Sheila wants to know if you get any side effects from the radiation.
Honestly, no, not yet. I am just exhausted from the actual, going to the appointment every day and climbing up on the table and in and out of the van, and the fact that it's 91 degrees out, 97 degrees out. That alone is enough. If I do, they don't think it'll be right away, and they don't actually think I will, because it's only 5 more intense treatments. So.
Hello, Starlet Adams.
Oh, hi, Starlet.
Margaret Rose also said hi to all 3 of us.
Margaret Rose and oh, look. Everybody raise your hands.
We're all here.
None of us are Margaret Rose Hernandez Gonzalez, because we are all here with our hands raised away from the... Quick, Margaret Rose, type something so they know it's not us.
And I'm not Margaret Rose. The voice from the back.
Right, exactly.
I'm Sharon.
Yeah, they don't know Sharon. Sharon, you did a live stream with me and Lisa that time. Oh, look how cute Sharon looks.
Oh, thanks. I did it for your free birthday too.
That's right. We did a live stream for my birthday. That's right. I forgot all about that.
Nebraska girl was just asking where Sharon was, and I'm like, she was just here a moment ago.
Yeah. Sharon's sitting in the kitchen so she can read comments to help, because I can't. So.
And I'm half blind.
Yeah. Mom can't
And
see
I'm
it.
not fast
Blind to
enough.
one eye, can't see out the other. What'd you say?
And I'm not fast enough.
No, it's teamwork. It's teamwork that
Grandma
makes the
G
dream work.
said you can mount it on the wall. My family calls it shoplifting when I go to look because they never find the bargains. Nebraska girl was like, "Where's Sharon now? She's not on the live." Chris M has severe asthma. She can't take the heat. Margaret Rose loves all of you guys. Robin McClanahan. Hey guys, glad to see you guys. Love all the great news.
Aw.
Grandma G, you will be tired. Just oh my God, I was Jerry for a while on Diane too. Oh, whoever Storm is. Sharon's so cute. Hey Jerry and fam. Thank you, Storm. How's the
Sharon
weather?
is so cute. We love her.
How's the weather? Hot. 96,
High of
I
97
think.
today.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Anyone who disagreed with her
What
is Jerry.
time is it?
Yeah.
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 Ain't that true?
Yeah.
Grandma G. Grandma G's funny.
Yes, Grandma
She
G
is.
is, and she's amazingly supportive, and she's
She's like, I'm
such a
It's
protector.
her decaf, so
She's such a protector. She's got our back. So,
awesome.
Especially Jerry.
Thank you for that, Grandma G.
can you unblock people from there? If you go to the settings.
I don't know.
Chris,
Not from
and
here.
we might get rain tomorrow or Sunday.
I hope so. My grass is going brown.
Yeah.
Rain would be nice.
Yeah.
Well, they said it was supposed to. They said at around 1 o'clock that we were supposed to get a rain shower, and I'm like, maybe at the airport where the radar is, but not here where we live.
I hope so.
Raleigh seems to have this weird bubble that any kind of minor rain
Grandma G said she
goes
was
around
on
us, but if
She
it's
what?
a major
She
storm,
was
it comes
on
right
it.
at us.
Yes, she is.
That's so sweet. The G must stand for great.
Yeah.
Ginger. Ooh,
I have no way.
was I
around
not
what.
supposed to tell anybody that? Sorry. Edit the live stream. How do you edit a live stream? Can you put a sock on my mouth? They just looked at me. They both just looked at me and said, if we could have, we would have done it years ago. That's what the look I just
What
got.
was funny is, Spectre, I'm getting ready to take my sock off. Mom took her sock off.
Another Texas girl. Patricia S. Wish Texas could get rain. Thanks, hippie. I hate bullying. That's the grandma.
It's so wonderful to see all of you laughing and having
Oh
fun.
gosh, yes.
That was from Starlet.
Oh,
Starlet.
too much actually sometimes.
Scarlet. No, Starlet?
So let me tell you about the pie. The slice of pie when we went to
Oh,
Channel
jeez.
20.
Sheila said, Sally, are you still painting? Nebraska girls, the craft was finished. Great, Grandma G.
I haven't painted for a while, but my hip and my leg are getting better. I'm really itching to start again soon.
Karen Palucci, pie from Canada, and it's hot as Hades here too. That's my expression.
Yeah, Jim's always saying let's go north. I'm like, have you talked to anybody up north lately? He's like, let's move to Alaska. I said, I have a friend Ethel in Alaska, and I'm like, do you ever watch Ethel's Snapchat? It's 90 degrees in Alaska.
Wow, they got rained down by Houston today.
Nebraska girl says, "Do you want to come and help me organize mine?"
Of course. Of course. I would be there in a second.
Oh, okay. Because a Nebraska girl earlier asked if the crap room was done.
Not quite. We're getting there. It's so close. We're ready to start doing the big boxes.
Hey, Houston, send some of that up here. Just
Right.
Come to New Hampshire.
Come to New Hampshire. Who's that?
I love
Mama
New Hampshire
G.
too.
Oh, Grandma G.
I have
Sorry.
an aunt in New Hampshire, Grandma G.
Can you hear Sharon?
probably not.
Grandma G, did you hear Sharon? Can you guys hear Sharon?
I don't think they can see me.
I know they can't see you, but can they hear you?
Oh, I'm loud.
Tell me,
the,
can you hear me?
Chris M says, "Sharon, do you have a New York accent?"
Yes, she does.
Yes.
And when the two of them get together,
I'm just saying.
Sharon's lived in New York longer than Jerry did.
Yeah.
Yes, because she's
I was
older.
born there first.
Actually, she did it. She was
Uh,
born there first, but she moved first, so
I
she's
did.
lying.
Grandma G
True
said,
that.
no, I didn't. I presume her Sharon. I don't think
Oh.
I hear her Sharon.
They can't hear you, Shad. Shad, do you want to sit on the recliner behind me? It's not so bad in here.
Yeah, I might.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can.
Beverly
If
Ann
you
says,
sit behind Jim, they
"Hi."
can see you all the time. If you sit behind me, they can only see you when you stick your head out.
Yeah, Beverly Ann said, hi, Jeri-Ann. Happy. Oh, I'm sorry.
And
Beverly?
family.
So
Beverly,
fine.
Beverly who? Beverly.
Beverly Ann.
Oh,
Which
hi.
one, over here?
Yeah, if you sit behind me, they can only see you when you poke out. But if you sit behind Jim, they can see you all the
Yeah,
time.
if you sit like
It's probably hard on the.
straight behind me.
Probably hard.
So like on this side where that pillow is, if
Yeah.
you want to move the pillow, you
Okay.
can.
Hard.
Oh
to
yeah,
sit.
yeah.
Flash the camera. Let's not knock it over. That'll be 1.5 feet.
That's
That'd be funny.
that's a Sharon. You did it. You're very graceful, sweetheart. Very graceful. There's Sharon.
Sit
Now you
back
guys
there
can
and
hear her.
look.
Hopefully, look.
Nebraska.
She went right by the camera.
Yeah, there's a time delay.
Here it is.
Nebraska girl says, "Do you need any craft supplies?"
Hell to
No.
the no. Hell to the no. To the no. 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 Oh. I will let you know when I've gotten rid of all the ones I'm getting rid of, what I might need. But I'm good, really, honestly. I'm actually, for my birthday, I was gifted. I didn't get to share you guys what I got for my birthday from my husband, who surprised me with a little bit of present every day. But I started getting some more of the sealing wax, because
Sealing
my
wax.
brain just disappeared.
Hi, everybody who said hi to me. Jim, they're asking if you were stationed in Germany, weren't you? What did you miss about it?
He wasn't stationed there, but he
My
lived
father
there.
was
Oh, sorry.
stationed there. We were there for 3 years, and I miss the countryside, the food, and just the politeness and calmness and whatnot from the people.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't miss cold weather.
Yeah.
I'm pushing punch buggies up hills and stuff. Did you moved the Volkswagen or something? Didn't they move a Volkswagen? Didn't they put a Volkswagen in the middle of town?
What?
Yes, for
oh,
Fossing. Oh,
Yeah, I was
Mayday.
gonna say,
Okay,
wait.
Mayday.
Mayday.
I was like, wait, I heard this
Oh,
place.
that was the one where they pushed ours halfway
Yeah.
out in the street, and,
Yeah.
and the people had to drive around it in the field.
Such a great story.
Or the fact that same Volkswagen Bug became a slide during the last the year that we were in on base.
Oh, when it was parked, yeah, when it was, yeah,
Became a slide underneath a mountain of snow.
yeah, yeah. You guys had.
Take your sled down there.
In my head was all I see that skunk stripe on me. Reflection. All I
Oh.
can see was looking down.
What
I
is-
totally can't see that at all, so.
Oh, what is Sally and Jim's favorite German food?
Schnitzel.
Mine would be schnitzel. Mine would be sauerbraten.
Yeah, I like sauerbraten too.
Don't ask me, it's okay. It's
Schweitzel.
only my
Oh
life.
yeah, Spätzle.
Okay.
Schweitzel and German cheese.
All I can say is when it comes to the food of Germany,
How about I don't like liver?
unless it has unless it's
I always thought,
liver
like, what's your favorite?
or
Like, I don't
blood
like
sausage,
liver. That's
I will
what
eat
said.
it. I mean, there's very little German food I did not like.
Did you try? Did you try blood sausage?
No, I took one look at it when somebody cut it in a booth next to us, and I kind of went, it's bleeding. There's something wrong with that.
Yeah. Do you know that there's a button here, recline?
Me?
Yeah.
On the side.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Okay.
If I recline, you won't see me at all.
Yeah, move over.
No, I'm really okay.
Okay.
Fine, I moved over. Thank you very much. No.
I got my
Rude.
corner of the world.
Rude.
My brother lived in Germany when he was in the military and says that he loved to drive on the Autobahn. Oh, yes. If you want to speed without worries, except for whatever you can do with your vehicle,
There
the
is-
Autobahn is the best place to go because there's very little speed limit.
Yes, the only worry is what, Mom?
Going too slow.
There's a speed limit. You know, there is. It's probably like.
It's like 120 or something.
Yeah.
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 I told you, my sister was born there when my dad was stationed there for 2 years during Vietnam.
Yeah.
They
My-
rerouted him there instead
Oh,
of...
Grandma G, you had a neighbor that was from Germany? That's great.
Oh.
And she loved to bake. Yes.
Yes.
I do
Yes.
like
That's one of the things about the village that we lived in for 2 years is grandma, when she was taking care of the kids while mom and dad were off at work, you can smell the bakery, the smells of baked goods coming out of just about every house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
I mean, that's
Oh man, the cakes and the
the
cookies and
What my oh my said, hi guys, Jerry, did you find out about your back brace yet?
No, because I have to finish the treatment and then I'll go for a follow-up, a 6-week follow-up. What I found out from the brace was what I found out about the brace was, that the radiation will shrink the tumor, but it'll take a little bit longer for the calcify, basically for the bone to grow back. So I have a 6-week follow-up after the last thing. So I think that's August. What'd they say, the last week of August, the first week of September?
somewhere around there. Yes,
I
Chris,
think the
we
appointment
have.
card's down here, so
Oh, okay.
okay,
Sorry.
go ahead.
Yes, Chris, we've gone to Herman many a times,
Yes.
and we've gone to Stone. Our favorite place to go for lunches up there is Stony Hill Winery.
yeah.
And the candy shop.
Yeah.
You can take me to this place.
Yeah.
Right, let's go.
My,
Tomorrow. Got all day
grand-
tomorrow.
My grandfather has a stone in
I
front.
know you're not telling me because I was there when you got it.
My grandfather has a brick in front of the historical
Society.
historical society.
He's not the man in the statue though. Looks like a statue of some random man. Do we even know what that is? There's like no idea.
But
Yeah, the wineries get up there at Stony Hill.
Right,
Jerry,
Mom, but go ahead, Mom.
go ahead, Mom.
But you probably could talk about.
he was, yeah. My father's parents were from around there.
Yeah.
Well,
But wasn't he with the church? He was a big like.
he that's Stolpe,
Oh yeah.
which
Okay.
is about 10 miles out.
That's the church we go to.
That's the church. Yeah.
Which
Jerry,
is like a killer to get into, by the way.
Sheila wants to know what's the first thing you want to cook or bake once you're up and around?
Yes.
What's the first thing?
Yes.
What is the first thing?
I don't care.
Yes
You
is
name
not
it.
the appropriate
Yeah.
answer to that type of question.
Eggs, bacon, sausage, toast, casseroles, bread,
You get
muffins,
to
biscuits,
cook one
cookie.
meal. What is it?
Big breakfast. It is big breakfast. I miss sitting at the table even, but I really miss putting the bacon in the oven, making pancakes at the table, and then making everybody's eggs and just having like a big old breakfast. Or waffles, and then making the eggs on the electric skittle. Yeah, that too.
That thing.
Yes, the pan
Um,
part. I actually miss everything, and it's been the 3 years before I knew I had cancer. I was cooking at the stove, at the counter, because I couldn't stand at the stove long periods of time. So I kind of miss like stupid stuff like sautéing onions and peppers and
Rhonda
ouch.
something, you know.
Decent, and in
Yes.
German it would be pronounced Tyson. So,
Could be.
did you ever?
Oh,
and I believe
Arlene Mock.
Oh, Sharon, I'm sorry.
did you ever? And I believe it's goulash in Germany.
Yep.
I didn't. In
I don't think so.
Germany,
No.
but I used to get
Hungarian and Polish.
Hungarian goulash.
Yeah, Hungary
This
is.
is
In St. Louis.
Yeah, I don't know about goulash in Germany.
Yeah.
Okay.
Arlene Mock. I thought this is where you can ask questions. Did you delete me? Free speech, Jerry. Remember? Are you afraid of me?
I don't know who you are, so no, I didn't delete you because obviously your comments are showing up right now. So speak away if you have any questions. If you're just going to insult everybody, it's probably not a good idea because then you will get blocked, but not by me, but probably my moderators. Because look, I can't block anybody in a wheelchair back here with nothing in my hands.
There goes the bakery. Let's get
Yep.
baked.
Oh, go for it, girls. That's why we're here.
Oh, let's get baked. Jerry's such a faker. I guess she's looking in the mirror at herself.
Yep.
Oh my God, you guys are killing me. If you really would like to say something,
Oh, and
you
she
can ask
she
away
even
from us.
says you don't have cancer.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right.
Thank you, Lisa, for deleting that
What
person.
do we
'cause
What do
it-
we want to say? From your lips to God's ears. I would
Yes.
love that to be so true.
Yep.
That would be like the greatest thing ever.
Chris
Okay.
M. Oh no, troll alert.
Okay.
G, red cabbage and beet juice brosh.
Borscht?
Bush.
Is borscht?
Bush.
Okay.
No, I don't think I've had. I don't think I had that in Germany.
We had beets.
Yeah.
For Virgilia.
Bergilia, yeah.
Yeah, which is a Polish. My in-laws are Polish. It is a celebration, I guess you want to call it,
Yeah.
on Christmas Eve. They have the wafers. It starts out with wafers. If you don't want to hear this explanation, please tell me.
That's okay.
They start out with wafers that they have blessed by a priest, and everybody gets together almost in a line. It's oldest to youngest, and you start with the oldest person, and you go to the youngest person with a wafer in your hand, and you go up to that person, and you wish them best wishes, good luck, a long life, whatever, and my sister-in-law's mother used to say, and money, and they take a piece off of the wafer. So when it goes around with that, you all sit down at the table. You have a plate in front of you. You have a spoon and a fork, and you have a drink. Now the rules are, once you pick up your spoon or your fork, you don't put it down. I call it organized food fight. The dishes are brought out one by one.
First come, first serve.
First come, first served. They're served in the bowl, and everybody goes into the bowl. So they're brought out one by one. And when the last dish is served, then they're all brought out together, and you
Okay.
sit down and you have a meal.
That sounds fun. I want to go there. She actually sent me a birthday wish, Aunt Lisa.
Sally,
Aunt Lee.
Sandra said, Jim, your mom is just lovely. Now that she comes on, maybe you can do a live when you all do the Christmas cookies.
Oh.
We've been talking about that.
And then
I'm
Lisa,
certain.
some
Sorry.
people here, no, you're fine.
Certainly
Lisa's
hope
got-
we can do that again this year.
Yeah.
see
You
that.
just take care of them.
Ooh, I like that idea.
Yeah.
On the lawn.
I don't normally get very physical with her, but I had to pull her in the screen while she was telling the story because it's a great story. The
It's
food
a fun
fight.
story.
It's a organized food fight. That's the only way.
Yes.
Um,
And there are
That
certain
would be
foods
very
that are in that
cute.
Begelia. It's like,
And
okay,
then you
I have my
have to taste everything. That's why I said it had to be.
Lima beans.
Lima
Ugh.
That's the- oh,
I love lima
You
beans.
dip the fork in the lime and then you know, put it in your mouth. That's it.
Oh man, that idea's catching on. I'm seeing a show. It's like one of those, like, you know, Osmond specials, one of those like Osmond
Yes.
specials.
Yes.
Play the music with the white fig tree
Yes.
in the background. And the cheesy,
Free for all.
the cheesy ringing at the door. Oh, I wonder who could be next.
Yeah.
Bing Crosby with the David Bowie in the
And
background.
here's the director.
Let's see here. Tara Hall says, I absolutely love that Sally is on here. Great to see her personality and wonderful smile.
Thank you.
Grandma,
You may end up being
You guys
sorry.
don't believe me.
Grandma,
What'd you say?
yeah.
You may end up being sorry.
I don't know what Grandma Jew would love to see.
The
but
show.
The show. The Christmas cookie show.
Oh.
Keep up!
Come on.
I can't keep up. I'm half drunk now.
And I can't cry.
What
I'm
my
sorry.
Almighty know, I've been here before. Actually was in Missouri before you ever moved to Missouri, but I've been to St. Louis twice.
Yeah.
And this is
Sharon
my
is about
fourth time here, right?
Thanks, Sharon.
Oh,
This is my fourth time.
Yes.
Yes.
Right? You came with
Yes.
the kids, and then you came for
Give me the
Christmas,
kids,
and my
Christmas,
birthday, and now, yeah.
Let's
Yay.
see here.
Right. You all make
Mark-
me hungry. Dead.
Margaret Rose says, so happy to see y'all together. It's awesome. Frey Jacobs?
Faye.
Faye Jacobs, thank you. Says hi all.
hi.
Grandma G says all I can remember is something pudding.
Sweat pudding?
Suet pudding.
Suet pudding.
Suet.
My. I think
It's okay.
suet.
She said I hijacked your show. No,
Ow.
you didn't. It's with the Hensons.
I'm glad she's hijacking the
That's
show.
awesome, I know.
My grandmother used to make it for my dad, and after she died, he started buying head cheese.
This is
Garbage
why-
can, garbage can.
This is why I could never watch certain shows. Because I would just be like, I'm out.
I'm out. Mic drop.
Aw, Sassy Southern Girl, thank you for that. It's taken me years of being ill and stuff for my hair to grow back, so thank you for
Aw.
saying I like my hair. She's like, hi, made it. Sassy,
Aw.
Sassy Southern Girl. I've taught a few of those. Oh my god. She,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't.
Everything.
But
Even
Jerry is always
scam
hungry
search.
for food.
Scam search.
Yeah.
Said that.
that I'm
Isn't
always
it
hungry
cheese
for food.
Well, you know, it's better being hungry for food.
You know, I have to tell you, I've been hungry like a wolf, and I've been hungry for your love, but I really have only ever been hungry for food. I mean,
I'm out.
in all seriousness, there's nothing more I could be hungry for. I would be hungry for power, but I'm not that interested. I'd be hungry for money, and probably have been from time to
just
time.
hungry
But
for attention right now. Apparently.
that's 100% true. But really, all I could be hungry for in this lifetime is food. But thank you for asking. I appreciate it. Come back anytime.
Isn't head cheese brains?
No, it's
No.
gross.
It's.
But it's
I will
it is-
describe it as somebody who's worked in the delicatessens of New
Oh
York.
god.
Oh my.
It's a square block of gelatin with the various pieces from the snout to the jowls to the ears of
we
a
could just say
pig.
random pork. It's
Body
pork
parts.
fat. It's pork fat with pulled pork pieces in it. Let's just say
I'm
that.
not gonna eat all week.
I'll tell you what. My grandmother used to bring it over. My dad used to get it in a glass, like loaf can. And
Yeah.
I was like,
Ugh.
Bring it.
Oh my god.
Now brains. My
Don't even go there. That's just as nasty.
that's something different. So
This is an episode.
there's a
of
funny
Clue.
add-up story about my mom
When did this turn
And-
into a discussion about the nastiest foods?
and the lady who lives upstairs coming downstairs, and my father had something cooking in the oven that smelled delicious, and they started to eat it, and he's like, well, that's the lamb's brain.
I can't.
And the two of them were like,
okay.
looked at each other, like they turned white, and they were like, but it's really good, and they started eating it, some more of it, so.
I have a sudden
Okay.
hankering to watch
Do
Clue.
Jim,
Monkey's brain, so popular
Right,
Cantonese
do we
Don't
want
food.
to gross people out? Tell them what Baluch is?
Oh, no.
No.
No, we are not going to talk about that.
No,
Brains were
nobody
eaten
wants
because
to
of
eat it.
depression.
What?
I think they meant during the depression. They ate
Because of the depression.
Baluch.
No,
Oh,
brains
okay,
were eaten.
okay.
Brains were eaten because of depression, and she said it meant because of the depression. But you know, either way works.
My father fried head cheese.
No, did it melt? Like I feel like if you heated head cheese,
Oh
it was
no,
just
we're
full
not gonna make it worse by saying it melts.
Anybody have questions?
We've got answers.
Oh god, I can't.
Whatever.
Man, Sally's ahead tonight.
I'm telling you.
Mom,
She
is such a
said,
pleasant,
she
lovely
goes, did you
woman.
hear that before? She goes,
I know, she
I'm taking
told me
off.
the show.
she's like, I'm hijacking the show.
Her hidden
Right.
star powers coming
Wait,
out.
let me wheel back. You
All
guys
right,
can
so
pull up.
questions.
Hit the table.
Really back in for the purpose of tonight.
Yes.
Questions.
Questions?
Okay.
Is there any questions?
I think my tablet is lagging behind, but
Yeah, so like we're recording at one speed. It's on the TV at speed number 2. It's on Jim's at speed number 3.
You're probably at
Mom's-
number 4.
well, it's, you know.
Well, Mom's pretty close to Jim actually. But it's really funny because it's like all of these things happening in different orders.
Kathy Driver, hi guys, so glad I caught this live. Really nice to see your mom on. Hey,
Mary
Kathy.
Bowers.
I think so
Thank you.
too.
Mary Bowers.
Oh, Mary
glad to
Bowers,
hear
how have
the
you been?
laughter.
Haven't talked to you in a long time.
Oh.
What is calcification of a bone?
Basically, the tumor is what's filling in the area of the bone right now. So once they zap that and it shrinks, it takes a while for the bone to grow back. So it's actually osseosis or ossifying, but it's calcification. That's basically what the doctor said to make it easy. You just call it calcification. Basically, it
The
grows
bone's
the
getting
bone back.
harder.
It grows the bone back in the hole.
We're gonna
That's
get
pretty
back to food again. Karen Calusi, and I'm sorry I massacred your name. I love eating pig's feet. My grandma made it. My dad used to eat them.
I love
It's a
pig's
Spanish
feet.
thing again too.
I
Not
love
like
pig's feet. Oh my god.
Oh.
It was one of those. You have your.
Greetings from El
I've eaten
Paso.
everything from the roots to the
Nice.
tutor. What'd you say?
Mary Christopherson. Hey guys.
Christopherson?
Yeah.
Christopherson? No, oh yeah, Christopherson. Hey guys, greetings from El Paso.
No, never make fun of somebody who pronounces a word wrong. That means they learned it by
I
reading.
can't, I should have put the glasses on too, I can read it. Alright. Hello, when will you be able to get out of the turtle shell? I look forward to you crafting again.
Not soon enough, sweetheart. Not soon enough. I was telling everybody before you missed is that last treatment of radiation is on Monday, and then I have to wait for the bone to harden back up again to become bone, and then I have a 6-week follow-up. So that's when that'll happen. That's when we find out.
Sheila wants to know what you got for your birthday.
Ooh, Sheila, I got a whole week of gifts showered on me, and why did I do that, honey?
Because I love you.
No, tell everybody what you told me. That's fine. I'm not trying to put words in your mouth. Why did you give me presents this year and usually make me buy my own presents?
Oh. The combination, I knew two of them that I got without even being hinted towards. I knew she would love because they were Harry Potter stamps. And the other stamps and whatnot she got for wax melts, she had on her, she had it in the cart of Amazon, and I thought she wanted them, so I just went, all right, sure, click.
Oh, but I thought you told me why.
I don't even remember.
Oh, okay. What'd you say?
You had a hard year.
Yeah, I don't want to tell him that. Like, I think
Oh,
words
yeah.
into his mouth. But anyway, that's what he told me. He told me because I was having a really tough year, and he wanted me to have a very special birthday.
Yeah, I forgot that. I just
No, that's okay. You've been drinking.
drinking, being
Mary-
stressed out, you know.
But I got wax melts with a bunch of variety of basically I went into Amazon and I said, sealing wax stamps. And I picked out the ones that I liked that were like $4 and less. So that's why. And then I got some wax as beads. Because I've been watching it on TikTok a lot. And I know I love doing it. So that's why.
Mary says that she is.
Mary Bowers?
Mary Bowers. That she is doing better. I've been good. I'm glad. Happy to see you guys are doing good. What My Oh My talks about how people eat different things in different countries, and some of us wouldn't touch unless we were starving.
Right?
So Mary said happy belated birthday. Wendy Richardson said yay, can't wait. And they asked for a birthday haul coming up, please. And Storm said he was worried that he might get bad news from the doctor. So sweet, Jim.
Such good news from the doctor.
Oh, yeah.
Praise Jesus. Thank you.
Made for a good birthday.
It did. It did. It made me cry right in front of him this time. Because normally when he gave me bad news, I waited till he left the room.
Mm-hmm.
But he gave me good news and I cried right in front of him. And then I proceeded to tell him, it's a good thing. Because if you would have given me bad news, I was going to throw punch you and kick you with my bad leg. Just like I promised everybody on YouTube.
Yeah, you said you were.
But he calls my vlog a blog. And he's like, are you going to post this on the blog? And I'm like, yeah, of course I am. Of course I'm going to tell everybody the good news. I'm going to do it right outside in front of the hospital. But I did it.
Nebraska girl asks if you crochet or knit.
I used to. I have a lot of carpal tunnel issues that I don't do needlework. I used to also do embroidery, needlepoint.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, like hand quilting. But it just hurts too much. My hand goes numb after a chain of 8. And then I'm done for the day. And knitting, I never really did anything more than like purling. Never did anything fancy. I didn't do any fancy maneuvers. It was basically go back and go forth. And go back and go forth. And that's pretty much it. Just like regular drop knit.
Okay.
Purl 1, knit 2, purl 1, knit 2, like that.
Good
That's
night,
pretty much
Wendy.
all I learned. Good night, Wendy.
Yeah,
Just gotta go
Wendy's-
to bed.
Good night,
To see
Wendy.
you.
Yep.
Sending you much love.
Yay.
But Grandma G asked for you to please explain your cancer diagnosis to all so no one will talk trash about you anymore.
Oh, sure. So I should leave this for Mom.
And
Mom,
then
can you read my
Ma,
transcript?
Hippie Ma answered, sadly, Grandma G, the haters don't really care about the truth. She's told them the truth over and over again. They just keep going.
I think what Grandma G is referring to is I reached out to Diety, who you guys know has a reaction channel. And the hate has been extremely, like, it's been growing like a cancer, which is kind of ironic. I reached out to her and I shared with her my entire diagnosis as of the 10/14, which was basically before I'd had surgery, but after I was diagnosed, and just about the time they were ready to start me on treatment. And I shared with her, it was about a 20-page document that she could see was from my medical thing, because it had my picture at the top and my name was throughout it, and I gave like a continuous copy.
Which I don't
And
think she showed
the
on.
day after I did that and asked her to please share it with her subscribers and her viewers so that they can kind of back down off my family, because they've been really pressuring my family and friends a little bit too much for my liking. She said she was sorry and she would, and then the next night she did a live stream and proceeded to do nothing but hate on us again. And
Mhm.
Mom went in to talk on the live stream and they blocked her. She doesn't know why or who blocked her, but somebody
I
did.
do.
No, not you.
I'm sorry.
Diane said she didn't know who did it.
Yes.
Which I think
and
is a
then
pile of.
she tried to let Jim tried to join her on the live so that they can talk. But I didn't watch it, and I was like, they told me, I asked if she wanted me to, because Jim told, well, actually Mom told Jim that she was doing a live stream that night. And then I said, I messaged her the same way I messaged her, and I said, Jim told me you were doing a live, would you like me to join? And she never responded.
Yeah, well, she actually said on her live, would you like to hear from Jerry? And they were all like, no!
Yeah, because it's, you know, if I'm not going to perpetuate their nonsense, then why would they
Yeah.
want to hear from me anyway? So, unfortunately, I have stage 4 grade 4 renal cell carcinoma. And stage 4, I mentioned before, is only means that because the tumor is in my kidney, I have metastases that are far away from the spot. So some people metastasize kidney cancer to the liver. Some people metastasize kidney cancer to just the lymph nodes outside their kidney. But mine is metastasized to my bones far away from the site. That's all that stage 4 means. I have more than one metastases and it's far away from the origin. Thank you. I couldn't think of that word for a second. I have been on chemotherapy and immunotherapy, and it worked very, very well for the 3 months that I was on it. I was on it for like 2 weeks before my surgery, but we're really just counting the 3 months after my surgery. And it did great things. My tumor in my kidney originated at 9.1 centimeters, and after the first round of treatment, it went down to 5.6. And that's just like they measured the largest point, and it's kind of round. The tumor on my knee was removed during surgery, and I say on my knee, but it's actually on my femur at the area of the knee. And the 2 tumors up on my thigh
Oh, boy.
are where we had the second surgery where they inserted a rod so they wouldn't collapse, but the top one did collapse anyway. I have a tumor on my L3. It's on the right transverse of the L3, I think. Or no, it's the right area. It's a word I can't remember. I'm sorry. Of my L3 lumbar. But just one of the little areas, if you look at a lumbar spine, it almost looks like it's like marshmallows. And I said one looks like a hollow marshmallow. I have a tumor on the T7. That's the right transverse. That was the word I was thinking about. My left 6th rib has a tumor on it. I had one at each shoulder. The one in the left shoulder was much bigger than the one in the right shoulder. One in my humerus. I have tumors on my pelvis, a lot of little ones, but really a big one at the left hip. So it's on my pelvis, but at the left hip. They're not so concerned about all those right now because they don't look like they're really degrading the bone very much. They're worried about the ones in my leg and then the one in my spine. And actually the ones in my spine. They don't want me to collapse my vertebrae and cause nerve damage and go paralyzed. That's kind of like what the fear is there. And that's why we're getting that treatment. The surgeon that I went to on my birthday, on Wednesday, he said that the fracture that collapsed looks like it has stabilized and like the 2 pieces of bone have grown together over the last 3 months, which is kind of awesome. Still have the rod in it and have a plate on the side of the distal femur because it was also fractured there. What everybody believes has happened is that when I started to get weakness in the knee from Mother's Day last year till July 26th, it was just the knee, but the femur that was, the tumor that was on my upper femur, when it broke, that's when I started getting the hip pain that caused me to actually rush the 911, go to the not emergency room, the 911, go to the doctor and get x-rays today kind of a situation. So, all of that, it took a month to get the actual MRI because of 3 different reasons. But we finally got it. We found out that it's everywhere. Bone scan says it's everywhere. CT scan says this is where it is, this is where it is, this is where it is. And then finally, then they did the biopsy on October like 7th or 8th or 1st or something like that is when they realized that it was before that. It was the beginning of October, was when we found out that it was actually renal cell carcinoma. It was like kidney cancer. Because up till then, we kind of thought it might be bone cancer. And sarcoma is really bad and doesn't have very good prognosis. So I was kind of grateful for my prognosis. The other thing I was grateful for is normally renal cell carcinoma goes from kidney and metastasizes to the lungs first before it goes to the skeletal system. For me, it bypassed my lungs, thank God, because that's usually where people have the most complications. So I'm grateful for that every day, and knock wood, there's some. I'm grateful for that every day because that's what's going to make me be able to fight harder because I can still breathe. And that's it. I think that's where we're at.
Yep.
Probably missed a lot of questions. Tell them that's
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
There is a lot of people obviously praying for you. There's a lot of side chat about, people having nothing better to do than hate on people and how she had promised she wouldn't do any more videos and she had promised,
That's all right.
but yet people saying she never showed the information even though that, and other people said just keep, reporting her every time you see one of her videos, report it, and maybe eventually YouTube could step in. Deb L had cancer 2 years ago. She's in remission.
Yay, Deb.
Yes, that's wonderful. Please no trash talk about anyone. Simply my DIY, praying for you in
Love her.
Jesus' name, heal her.
Yeah.
Happy birthday from Brittany Schlack.
Thank you,
And,
Brittany.
Let's see. Yes.
Okay, what my is asking, what about drinking protein shakes?
They said I have no restrictions on my diet, but now that I'm not on active cancer treatment and not on any diabetes medication, I'm back on a low carb diet. So I really was never really off the low carb diet, but just every once in a while I had to have carbs to pump my blood sugar back up again. The actual chemotherapy, immunotherapy combination drops your blood sugar to the toilet. So every once in a while I had to have something with carbs, like some candy, or for me it was Swedish fish. The regular Swedish fish. What?
Those were my mom's favorites.
Yes, they were.
The aftermath kind of stank.
They have to. Oh. But no, protein shakes are good. Actually, protein shakes in the coffee protein shake in the cold brew coffee was one of the things that I would have for breakfast at times because my mouth wasn't allowing me to open up wide enough to put food into it for a while. Jim would make it in the morning, and Mom would bring it to me at lunch. Oatmeal, scrambled eggs, those types of things. Yogurt at times too was kind of tart, so it depends.
Grandma cheese.
Good night, Wendy.
Oh.
Sorry, I have
Okay.
recorded these jerks several times. I will have continue to do so. Now I have to go to bed. And
For real
Scarlett-
this time.
Scarlett said, sending love, hugs, and prayers. Got to go. So good night to Scarlett. Good night to Wendy.
Starlet.
Starlet. Starlet. Sorry. Yes.
No, you're
Scarlett.
okay.
Yep.
I just want to make sure we're talking about the same
Not
person.
Scarlett. Yes. And Karen Colucci said, having cancer is horrible. When you're having to prove it that you have it to these people is terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. It's what I have to be honest with you. I just gave her the information, so hopefully it would stop. I don't owe them an explanation.
No.
They're funny because they're always like, if you would just tell us. I don't have to tell you nothing. I didn't even have to share with you that I had cancer. I didn't have to do that at all. You could have came 55 questions of, Jerry, why are you wearing that plastic thing? Jerry, why are you in the hospital? I could have got my mouth shut the whole time. The fact that I share with you makes them feel like they're entitled to know everything about me. And there's some things I'd like to keep private. I just would. Up
Okay.
until today, it was my mother-in-law on camera.
Alright, Grandma G is asking, do you see an endocrinologist?
I don't see an endocrinologist here. My primary care physician has always treated my diabetes and always successfully. My last blood work, which I had on the 21st of June, my A1C was 6.3, which is awesome. That's on no medication. That's just with diet and exercise. You know, the physical therapy that I don't do, just that exercise. But I'm just controlling it with diet, which I'm really grateful for.
Yeah. What Oh My said is portion control plus a lot of fresh fruit.
That's hard. I will tell you, I'm not gonna lie. My mouth does not like fresh fruits and vegetables. And it stinks because I miss berries. I miss apple. I miss my apples so much.
Oh yeah.
My friend Sharon brought me apples, McIntosh apples, all the way from Florida because you can't get them here. And they're very soft, and they are the apples that I can actually eat. But I miss my fresh apples. I miss my berries, and I know it's hard to believe looking at me, but I miss my salads all summer. I don't like to eat hot food. I just love to eat chicken salad, scoop of chicken salad on a salad, or scoop of egg salad on a salad. That's, to me, or tuna. Oh, tuna.
Yeah.
I haven't had tuna in a long time.
Um,
I'm just like, oh, tuna. Squirrel.
Sorry.
So we
are
put
you
No,
done?
you're good, yeah.
cheese on squirrel.
Chatty Hag asks, how is Mom handling, or how is Sally handling all this negativity? It's really gotten out of hand lately.
Can I tell you my impression, then you can answer?
Sure.
Not well, honestly. She is trying to take it with stride, but I can see in her that it's very, very stressful. That's why I stepped in and shared the information that I did, because I could see that it was starting to affect my family. And like I mentioned to her, Jim shared his life on YouTube. I share my life on YouTube. My family did not ask for this, so now you can go ahead and tell me your part.
How am I handling it? I'm smoking a bit more. I forget exactly what I told Jim earlier, but he had said I'm a scorpion. I said, you forgot to tell him I'm an Irish scorpion. And right now, I'm about 2 centimeters from the ceiling.
Yes. I've tried to get her to like not put the energy into it, because it's really taken a lot out of her, and that sucks bad, and it's not something she asked for. But she's rightfully so, she's getting very defensive of the things that they're saying that just aren't true. And I feel really bad. I mean, I said that before. Every time she comes in the room, I'm like, Mom, I'm so sorry this is happening to you. You didn't ask for this.
I think one of the things too was because of the fact that I couldn't paint.
Yeah.
I was spending more time.
Yeah, that's it.
And got into it because I was trying to defend you, and it was just frustrating that I was told to sit down, shut up, or whatever, because I wasn't me, I was you, or Jim, or somebody else. And when I first went back on YouTube, Jerry did not know it.
Yeah, I didn't.
And it was a month or so before I told you, and I thought, I'm going to put something like, because things that happened.
Yeah.
I was really ticked, and I wanted answers, so I went to look for answers, and I could not remember my original screen name. So I thought, I'm going to go in and look something like Mama Bear or something like that. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to go in under my own name so that they know that it's me.
But that didn't.
And have to defend that almost every step of the way.
Right.
The reason when I told them that it's not Mom, because when I started YouTube, she said, create me a screen name for YouTube, and I did, and it wasn't that. So when I saw Sally Henson on there, I was like, oh, somebody's pretending to be you. And they're like, no, that said it's really her. And I said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to open a can of worms. That's why I said, Mom, are you on YouTube as Sally Henson? She's like, yes. I couldn't remember my original. So I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I was up there telling everybody that wasn't you. Let me go apologize.
So,
and I did.
we're talking about lies and inconsistencies, maybe a little miscommunication.
So, of course, yeah.
And something was said today about I can not me.
Yeah.
Somebody else can. I changed my mind about something. You can change your mind. We can't.
Well, here's the thing I love the most is that my husband is see this person right here, and he's got a skull and a brain of his own. And this is me, and this is my skull with my brain and my own personal thoughts. He's got his ears and my ears. They're not on the same body. We're two separate entities. There's like a space between us and everything. So everything he thinks, I don't think. Everything he does, I don't do. Everything he says, I don't say, and vice versa. I mean, we're our own individual people, and just like, you know, we say you put 5 people in a room, tell the same story or have the same experience, and they have 5 different experiences.
And
That's what we used to, when we were investigators at AHRC, that's what we learned. We're like, try to separate the witnesses because they'll influence each other because they all have different experiences, and it's the truth.
And
It's the truth.
I was trying to get that across to Pam last night, and she had to leave before we were done.
Oh yeah.
I said, I'm still waiting for the, I said, fine, go have a good weekend. I'm waiting for the answer to my last question, because it was, why do you think the police, in a crime scene or whatever, why do you think the police talk to more than one person? Why do you think at a trial there's more than one witness?
Yes.
And my
And
third,
more than one jury member.
yeah,
Because even the 12
Yes.
jury members who listen to the story will have 12 different
my
opinions.
third question was,
That's important.
are their stories exactly the same?
Right.
Right.
Never.
Got it.
Yeah. And that's
Well-
the truth. So.
One of the Jerrys, sorry I'm making fun of you, but I'm not. October Girl, yes, because October Girl and Margaret Rose have been called Jeri-Ann.
Well, so is Grandma G.
Yeah,
Grandma G
Grandma
is
G.
me. Carolyn is me.
October Girl wanted to let you know that she's also a Scorpio.
Oh, there you
Yes, yes.
Grandma G has started to talk. I guess she's talked to you via messenger.
She has
go. Oh, Mom.
me
Okay.
twice. Once after you mentioned about my great grandfather who was a judge, not in Rolla. He said he was in Rolla. He
I
was
thought
in
it was-
he was in Western Missouri.
Okay, I thought it was
Um,
Phelps County, but
She texted me once about her grandfather, a little bit about her grandfather, and believe it or not,
oh jeez,
I'm an introvert.
yes.
And I didn't feel comfortable because I really didn't know. So I answered her, and I hoped politely, and I hopefully didn't blow you off or whatever. This was several months ago.
Sure.
Mother's Day, she texted me again, and said, Happy Mother's Day, and I said thank you, and left it at that, because, like I said, and I type, not as well as I used to, but primarily because my old computer doesn't always like me, I use my tablet, so,
And that's all.
and I have, pardon me, but I'm going to use the same words Jerry did, finger syndrome, or long nail syndrome, or
That's
whatever.
it, long nail.
So I use a stylus. So it takes me 3 times as long to get the message across.
Yes, we get a lot of okays. It's
Yeah.
okay though.
Yes.
Yes, we get a lot of okays to answers to questions in
Yep,
Mom's text
okay.
messages. I would like
Okay.
to ask a question to Mom if that's okay,
Go ahead.
because we're all here. Mom, how do you feel about living with us?
How do I feel about living with you? I love
Spit
you
it out, spit it out,
guys.
spit it out.
No, seriously.
I love you. I'm an introvert.
Yeah.
I'm a loner. I would honestly be so, I loved living alone while
Yeah.
Jim was gone.
Yeah.
I'm here. We're here. I'm not adverse to it. It's not like, I can't stand it. I spend a lot of time in my room. They're hot-blooded. I'm cold-blooded. That's one difference. And it's nice and warm in my room. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
We don't necessarily watch the same TV programs or things
And when
like
we do, we don't even watch them at the same times
Probably
because
not.
yeah, right. Like when
Probably
we're watching Good Doctor and NCIS together,
Yeah.
we would both watch them at our own leisure and come and talk about
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
Whatever.
yeah.
But yeah,
But when we get together, we have game nights or
Yeah.
whatever, dinners, it's great.
we used to play HQ together every single night. Then that stopped playing every single night.
No?
Yeah, I remember that.
But I used to love when I was out here and you'd come and sit and just we'd have talks about whatever latest whatever it is or
Yeah.
do you think that there's more benefits to us living together, like taking care of you part, or I mean not now because I have cancer, but obviously let's go back 3 years ago.
Okay.
Before all this
Well,
craziness
Let's go back 3
started,
years ago
I
when I
will-
used to do all the
I
cooking.
will tell you one thing straight up. The cooking is fantastic. Not that it's, oh my god,
No.
oh my gosh, I don't have to cook. I can cook for myself. I survived for a number of years on my own. I'm still here.
Yeah.
I didn't lose 100 pounds. And
She's still skinny.
I've always been gay. I think you had the opposite when I was cooking a lot. You had the opposite problem.
that's
Like,
could very
"Why am
well.
I have to buy new clothes.
Well, it has to be because remember I had to buy.
Yeah, I have to buy clothes.
I had to buy practically a whole
Okay,
new wardrobe because well
So
the
it
gut
wasn't
got to be a little
untapped.
and then yes and she started cooking.
I was like, I feel so much better. I think I've told you guys this before, but if you've never heard of it, I said Jimmy and I were in New York, and Mom had can I tell them? You had a gallbladder attack?
Yeah.
So she had a gallbladder attack and had to go to the hospital, and we were so far away. And it was like, I really felt that for the first time you had close friends here,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you had, like what you would consider sister from another mister.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the same. And, like there we
What
were taking care of, thank you for gravity.
Don't mind the crazy girl in the back.
It was just hard, we were there taking care of Dad, and it was like, this isn't fair. I have brothers and sisters, and Jimmy's an only child. Like, why are we here taking care of my dad? Now, granted, my dad was 10 years older than you, so we didn't think we had to come here at all anytime soon, but
yeah.
just happenstance, like, that was it. That just happened with the circumstances the way they were, and it was like, let's do this now, and let's see. And, of course, the plan wasn't going to be what it turned out to be, but,
No.
hey, I think overall, I think we got a good house and good
Um,
timing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had prayed for years that you would come back.
Yeah,
back.
sure, of
To
course.
me, it's back because
Sure, of course.
from New York, and I understand what you
Yeah, of
said.
course.
And they're coming back from New York. Thank you, Lord. You have to be specific. I forgot to mention get their own place.
Now, how about when you pray to God for winning the lottery and He gives you like a free ticket? You're like, I meant to be jackpot. I meant to say jackpot. I meant to say jackpot. Yeah, so you have to be more
Yeah,
specific
yeah,
when you pray
yeah.
to God. But look at Jimmy's face.
There's a lot going on.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're
Good.
fine.
Sharon's gonna catch us up on
Our
the chat.
stories are more entertaining. We were at, what my oh my asked if Jim had talked to his cousin Pam yet, and how do you think it would
I
work
have
out the
them.
way she feels. Chatty Hag, aw Sally, you're a hoot, God bless you. October girl Margaret, are you Jeri-Ann there too? And she's like, no, I'm here. And she's like, wait, and Sally's very sweet. So there was a little misunderstanding. They bring up Joey Z,
Okay.
the nut. Have you been on his channel?
Oh,
It's
Joey's
a her. She's
Joey. Oh, it is.
Yep,
Yeah.
Joey's
they're all
the-
on.
if you're here. If not, somebody can tell her the message.
I would doubt it because
Him, I'm sorry.
No, to
him.
her, yeah.
yeah, to her,
Okay.
she's screwy in the head, and
Be
Alright.
nice.
I went
It doesn't-
to Phelps County
doesn't make it right.
Courthouse
No, it doesn't make it right.
and talked to first people in the circuit court office. I have 0. ZERO 0. Goose egg blown against my house. So in your own words, move on.
Oh my God.
Then
I don't even know what Mom's talking about, but I know what Mom's talking about. She said, I have to go down to the courthouse. And I was like, you have to go down to where? What happened? Now, I just went down to the courthouse to drop off a paper that, can I get out of jury duty because I have stage 4 cancer? But I was like, why do you have to go down to the courthouse? She's like, oh, well, I have to prove I have no liens on this house. And I was like, oh my God, you really don't have to do that.
No.
You really don't have to.
So,
No.
so there is another Sally.
Yes, there is.
Living in this house.
Oh, in this house. I know there's another one living in Raleigh. I didn't know she was here.
No, she's
I don't know where she's sleeping at the moment. But
I don't
is
know.
that who lives in the chimney?
is that the noises I hear in the chimney? I thought it was mice.
Oh, I thought she was in the shed.
No,
Or
she's in the
full-
shed.
You know, in the attic.
That's it.
Yeah, that's she was
That's
in
it.
the attic too.
Listen, I love you guys. I love my mother-in-law. One's enough. I'm just saying. I knew that would get her to lose how much. It's so hard.
That's how it sends us all prayers.
Talk
Thank
to the
you.
woman
Thank you,
in
Deb
the
Allen.
office
Talk to the woman in the office.
about the other Sally.
Oh my goodness.
And
I thought that person was locked in a closet someplace.
Stop. We were off that good. Mom said I talked to the lady in the office.
Yeah. So, and she said, not your problem. I said, okay, push comes to shove, and some person comes after me with loans in this other name.
Yeah.
She said, she said, do this, and I said, no problem.
Yeah.
Then I talked to the lady in the recorder's office,
Yeah.
and the only thing that shows up is my mortgage.
Yeah. That's it.
So,
And we looked on your credit reports, and it's only you.
it's only,
Okay, so that's good. So don't be concerned about that, because I have a funny I have a feeling some of you would actually come and suggest that. But we did look at her credit report, and it's just her. So that's good. Anything else?
Margaret Rose asked if we played the lotto.
We should.
Mary Bowers said, y'all got me laughing so hard I'm crying.
Join in.
What My Oh My said, strangers should not be able to get public information on someone else. And October Girls said, there is another Jerry to last name and first name spelled wrong. Wait, there are us Jerrys in here also. Like laughing things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you all looking for a travel trailer? Chris M?
No. We're looking for a motorhome because of
Well, at
the.
this point, don't tempt me because.
Well,
I'm
at this
so
point, I'll
vulnerable.
take what I can get. But no, honestly, so the interest rate, unless we can pay for cash or whatever, but the interest rate on a motor home is more like a mortgage interest rate as opposed to like a car loan. And a trailer is neither, and it's got terrible insurance rates on a trailer as opposed to a motor home. So there's a lot of things to consider. Trailers are cheaper, so that's one thing. But then I can't tow that much in my car, so we have to buy like a truck or something, and then it makes it even more expensive. So probably better to just go with like a Class C or a Class B or stealth van living. I still think it's a good idea.
what's that?
Stealth van living,
Dang it, I
basically you
keep getting
convert
phone
your
calls from kids.
minivan into
What?
an actual
Conversion.
Chris
Yeah.
M. He's like, dang it, I keep getting phone calls from the kids.
Yeah, I saw that and thought,
Still light outside. Go outside and
So
play.
busy.
well, depends on how old they are and go outside. But,
Jerry,
you know,
are you soft begging? Haha, joking.
Yes, I am. Please. Wait, let me tear up.
My oh my.
Wait, let me tear up.
it's my mind.
Should I pinch you?
Play Sarah McLachlan so I can beg for puppy money.
Here, I'll just slap your.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Ladybug, Jeri-Ann, happy belated birthday.
Thank
Also,
you,
so
sweetheart.
nice to see Sally and Sharon. Mary Bowers, van life is my 7-year goal.
Mary, let's go, man. We can
So you
caravan
could,
in the
like, yeah, I
caravan.
was gonna say, you could like share expenses on the campground and keep moving the hose back and forth for the
Is it your turn to get the electricity tonight? We had it last night. Yeah. Okay.
Listen, Griswold.
I'm telling you.
Here comes Cousin Eddie.
Oh my gosh.
Chris, watch out, you might get put in timeout. with the, with the laughing
Yes.
emoji, they're funny.
Oh my gosh, they are. What a great group I got. This really is. I'm telling you.
Yep.
And that's what makes it so much harder to hear anything negative because you're
Yeah.
like, what?
Oh, yeah.
Where have you been? This isn't what my class is all about.
Yeah.
But the
Huh?
negative will pass.
What?
They'll get bored eventually.
I hope so. Well, maybe they'll find somebody better interesting.
Well,
to-
and here's the thing. I think every time that somebody wants to be negative, they should stop for a second and either put $1 in their jar, they'd be so rich, or, you know what, turn to the 5 people that you feel you love the most and ask them, would you be proud of me to know that I like to bully people or make fun of them or treat them so unkindly? And if those 5 people who you respect more than anything in the world say, yeah, great job, then fine, I guess you're doing the right thing. But when somebody looks at you in horror and says, wow, Mom, why would you teach me to be that way? Or why would you want to spend your life being unkind? Because inherently there's something wrong with the people who have that problem. It's not,
Or
it's-
that.
It's
Okay.
concern.
well,
It's
Oh, they're so concerned.
concern my fanny. Because the greatest concern is, first of all, take care of yourself. Like, I don't know, maybe stop smoking, maybe, take a little bit, take care of your cat. Things like that.
Don't smoke in
You
your
don't want
cat's
to talk about.
face.
No, don't smoke in your cat's face. The one and only video I caught of that one. But first of all, be concerned about yourself because concern is not causing people additional stress. That's
Well,
not
that's it.
concern.
That's it.
Concern is not taking somebody who's a very nice lady, like Sally, to have to go to extremes and bear things that are private that you have no rights to, by the way, to try to prove a point because of their own integrity here to show you that they are just upstanding people. And for somebody who's known Jeri-Ann double the amount that anybody else in this room has,
Yep,
I've known
that's
her
true.
since I was 9 years old. And you know what? When I was 9 years old and walked in as a new student at school, Jeri-Ann came up to me first and said, "Hi, I'm Jeri-Ann, you want to be my friend?" And she has always led with kindness first, to the detriment of her own sometimes well-being, making sure others were okay first. So when you're fighting the biggest battle of your life, she gets more upset than we're upset, still, to this day. And sorry if you don't think it's real, but I was at the radiation center 3 times this week. And that's not a whole pop-up out of a can building with the bell and everything of hope for when there are people who all have cancer. You think they're gonna bring her in there and charge the insurance companies all of that if it was fake?
You know,
I'm sorry. You know, they don't operate and take things out of your legs and put rods in your legs if it's fake. And even if you don't agree with everything they do, there's no reason to feel like you have to tell them how to lead their lives. You simply can leave the channel. But that wouldn't be interesting enough, and that is the ultimate point, is that you obviously have some kind of hole or void in your own soul. So maybe every time you want to be negative, go to a homeless shelter, or go to Dollar Tree and get 10 pairs of socks, because they need those the most at children's centers and homeless center. Bring some toys to the police station for abandoned children who have to be rescued from things or without their parents. Take a minute to turn around what you want to do to perpetuate any kind of hate, and actually do something kind, because it'll make you feel better than what you feel for that 5 seconds of thinking you caused somebody else discomfort. So I've stayed out of this for years, because Jeri can fight her own battles, and she's always told us, no, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. And I don't engage in that, and I'm not speaking out of hate, and I'm not speaking out of any sense of being mad at anybody. But there's something inherently wrong when you can look yourself in the mirror and say, wow, I am so proud of that behavior today. I can't wait to teach my children how to be that way. And God forbid, one day somebody treats the people you love the most that way. How are you going to feel about it then? How are you going to feel when you're at your weakest point in your life and somebody wants to kick you in the street rather than lending down a hand to raise you up? So maybe just try raising somebody up. And you know, it's not going to change a bunch of you, and you're still going to do what you want to do, and you're still going to create your channels, and you try to either get an income out of this on your own, but you really couldn't think of something else better to do with your time than to create a channel to just hate on people? I mean, I just don't understand that. And they have been more than gracious. All 3 of them. All 3 of them. Jim now has to worry about his mom as well as his wife. Like, this poor man is working to a bone just making sure they're okay. And he could use a break. But that break would be an emotional break. They've got the rest of it. There's enough of us here to make sure that they're going to be okay, to lend that helping hand. Nobody here is asking you to give them $1 or a dime. Nobody. And if anybody sends them something, that's because that's the kindness of their heart. The same way that I and my own children will stop a stranger in the street. My own son, at 8 years old, gave away his whole birthday money to somebody he saw in the street because it couldn't bear to see somebody hurting or in pain. So I looked in the mirror and said, wow, you know what, I can be proud of those moments because I taught my son the value of taking care of others first. And Jeri-Ann's family has always taken care of people first. When my grandparents passed away, her parents were the first ones to make sure that they sent food to my family, sent this. They were, you know, out there. When's the last time you volunteered at a soup kitchen or somewhere on your time? Every time you take time to get online, go do something positive. I'm telling you, you will feel so much more rewarded because that comes back to you in spades. So whatever you're putting out there in the universe, and all the good that for the 43 years I've known her and her family that they've put into the world, it's going to come back in spades. You know why? Because 68,000 people can't be wrong in wishing her well and praying for her. 68,000 viewers can't be all fooled. You know what? They put onto her kindness. They put onto her spirit and her generosity. And she gives much more than you'll ever know. Everyone I know who ever had a baby, she was the one making sure they had a baby shower. Just because it was just something kind to do. She was the one who was bringing food to people in the homeless. She was the one that was taking on 2 or 3 jobs to make sure that her family would be okay. So for 5 years that Jeri-Ann got to craft and provide joy and comfort to people, to be negated by, at the worst times, for a handful of people. I mean, you are literally drops in the ocean of people who don't like this. But those drops in the ocean, guess what? They get evaporated. They get evaporated when the sun comes in. And when the sun shines, it evaporates all of that negativity. But you know what? That ocean always just cleanses itself again. And our ocean of prayers and goodwill coming her way will easily overcome any negativity. So you know what? You've done your best to be your worst. Great. Congratulations on being a horrible person. I hope you can look yourself in the mirror and be proud of that. Because when I lay my head at the end of the day, and I know when I close my eyes for the last time on this earth, I know that I can at least leave with a clean soul. A lot of you can't say that, so I'm just really sorry. Okay.
We'll let the poet talk.
Alright, my PSA's done.
She's like, I don't want to come on because if I start, I won't be able to stop. And that's what
Yep.
she meant. Thank you, Wo. That was beautiful.
Aw, morning flowers. I'm late. What's going on? Why is Jeri-Ann crying?
And Jim and Sally moved her face away. So
These are beautiful people, and I just even talking to Sally for like a day. I haven't had a chance to interact and talk with her much, but like this lovely lady to be so upset for her family because she's a tough little bird. She can take it, and I think she's proved she's a lot tougher than people realize. And you know what? You can be Mama Bear with kindness, and you can be Mama Bear with just that quiet strength. That quiet strength, and that you have no idea how much love we are lucky enough to have and be surrounded by. Everybody. I mean, our entire town. You mentioned her name. My aunt got on the phone today. Oh my God, you have to tell her and pray for her. I love her. What a beautiful soul. What a beautiful person. That's not fake. You can't possibly have a facade for 43 years.
And then you said, Auntie, I'm on speakerphone. She could hear you.
Right. And then
I was like,
she
"Thank
added
you."
more
Yeah,
beautiful
she's like,
words.
oh. She's
And
like,
my mother,
what a great friend.
I just lost my mom in August. My mother adored Jeri-Ann.
I
My
lost my
family
mom in
adores
August.
their family, period. She was an extra mom to her, you know. We're connected on so many levels, but what's connecting us more than anything else is love. And that is always going to be the strongest thing, because good always outweighs evil. It just does. The odds are in our favor, so may the odds be in our favor. And they being in our favor, I know you were going to do it because that's our thing. But
Versus
like,
all you need
it's
is
so
love.
silly to say, stop. But you know what? Would it really hurt any of you? Who are you trying to impress by being cruel? Again, look at the 5 people that you love and care for the most, and I hope you have 5 people in your lives that you could say you love and care for, because if you don't, maybe that's half the answers. And maybe that's just sad, and maybe 68,000 of us will send love and praise your way, because sometimes when you get hit with so much overwhelming goodwill, because you know what, we're not going to wish you ill. We're not going to wish bad things on you anyway. That's not who we are. We don't do that. So you can hate as much as you want to, but we're still going to continue with love.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. And
My
that's
drop.
why I'm out.
And out.
That's what we end every video with, right? We said, you know, if nobody's told you
Let me
today,
talk for 3 years.
if nobody told you today that you're loved, you can always come by and hear how much I love you because it's the truth.
Tara
That's the
said
way
my
we
dog
talk.
before I said it. That's so funny.
Thank you, though.
Mhm.
And I know that that is spoken from love because
Chris M says, is anybody texting besides me? I only see me. I feel alone and I'm
I know she's not in timeout, Chris.
no, you're here.
Oh, am I in timeout?
Oh, no.
No, make sure you have your live chat on and you're just not typing in comments or typing in chat.
I defended Jeri and received hate mail, physical hate mail, but I'm still here.
Mm.
Yes, she
Grandma
is.
G, you
Yeah.
are a gem. You are a beautiful diamond. Gem.
Yes.
Grandma G.
Hey, Mama, the only ones, the haters and Chris are other haters.
It's the truth. So
Yes, Chris,
so-
you're not in timeout. We can see you. They're just
Um,
coming in so fast.
Sharon actually said, she's like, as long as they have an audience, and I was like, well, they do, they're themselves.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I just know when it started to affect my family, that's when I knew I had to stand up. Because I've said it from the beginning, I know a lot of people don't believe me. It doesn't bother me. I've been fat, dirty, poor my entire life. I was picked on, I was like up until 7th grade. I walked home in the 7th grade the day after Halloween because everybody up 2 weeks before Halloween put that color stuff in their hair. And we couldn't afford it. And my brother bought some for his Halloween party, and I wore it the day after Halloween, and they all made fun of me. Because I thought I was being cool, and I didn't know it was not cool to wear it the day after Halloween. And they picked on me so bad, I snuck out of school and I walked home. And that's the life that I lived. And this doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
No, there was a lot of things. You have no idea how many things she put up with in grade school and high school, and things
Yeah.
I never knew until later.
Yeah,
Even
'cause I
as a
didn't want-
best friend, that she managed to hide even from me.
Yeah.
But you know, I said this like an analogy about a Broadway show. it will close when there's no audience. The thing that the hater hates most is to be ignored. And I
Yep.
teach that all the time to students that, you know, when you're being bullied, when you ignore the bully, they've lost their power. So anyone who's even answering the haters at this point, just don't, just ignore them.
Yeah.
You don't have to block them, but not giving them the answer is what they hate the most. It's like being in an abusive relationship. When you stop giving somebody else that power, when you stop fighting with them,
Yeah.
they can't take it because that they feed on that. So
Well,
stop-
definitely to stop fighting with them because
Yeah.
I did ignore them for 2 years because I couldn't answer comments.
Right.
And nobody went away. And it wasn't until I started actually open conversation with them and explaining to them, like, no, this is what you misunderstood. And you can go back to X, Y, and Z time and you can see this is, or I'll explain, well, that's not actually what I said, or maybe that's not what I meant, because I'll take responsibility. I'm sitting here in this live stream and I can't get 5 words together half the time. I don't remember words, and I've said lost about it. I mean, not just, what does the doctor say? Oh yeah, cancer brain and chemo brain. Yeah, he's like, but gabapentin brain and menopause brain and the blonde. I tell everybody all the time.
And the blonde.
And I'm blonde, you know.
I wasn't gonna go there. She's a natural blonde, by the way.
So it's like, yeah, I forget words sometimes and, you know, whatever, but I'm only a human being. I don't know why sometimes I'm held to such a higher standard. Because even teachers who teach in classrooms flub words from time to time.
Maybe.
She's like, woo-hoo.
Even slip a curse in there once in a while.
Oh yeah, but I'm just saying, so like, just because I say I come on here like a teacher and that's my primary thing on my main channel here is to teach you about life on a budget, to teach you crafts, to teach you decorating tips, whatever it is. I'm not perfect. Nobody is. I grew up Catholic and we used to say the only perfect being that ever walked the planet, Jesus was the only perfect being that ever walked the planet, and even he fell 3 times. So that's the way we used to look at it, like nobody's perfect. So I don't know if that necessarily just applies to Catholic people, but
No. Or the glass house syndrome. Like,
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Throw those stones
So-
if you're without.
Meant to
Yes.
gabapentin, and I wouldn't do my little rant about
Oh.
gabapentin.
Yes, Mom wants to like talk about gabapentin, please.
So, never, ever, ever give gabapentin to a cancer patient.
That's what they told you.
That's
Mhm.
That's their claim.
That's insistence. Go online and Google gabapentin and cancer.
Yeah.
There was a study in 2002, I believe, about giving it to cancer patients, and they're now doing it.
Yeah. It's one of the least not side effecty pain medications, but it makes you the least loopy. For sometimes you're in some weird pain because it's neurological, like it works on your nerve endings as opposed to like knocking you all out like
your brain.
morphine or like Percocet or whatever. So it works to like calm down your nervous system, which causes the pain neurons to not fire as much, which helps. Now granted, it also makes you have foggy brain sometimes and sleepy sometimes, but you know what? Compared to like Percocet or Vicodin, it's also not addictive. That's another thing. It's not a controlled substance, and it's not an opioid, which has its own other problems as well. It also doesn't make you constipated, which we talk about the body movements, the downstairs body movements on this channel a lot. Because most of us on this channel are premenopausal or menopausal, and we talk about it a lot, girls. I'm just saying. But anyhow, yeah, like a lot of pain medication.
She meant you.
A lot of pain medication causes, look at you. I told you there's a lag on the TV. We're watching what Jim just did, you guys. A lot of pain medication has that side effect. So this one doesn't. Gabapentin is good for that. Now, I think one of the problems is that sometimes your body can get used to it. So then they like do like drop a dose and put it back up and up and down. But it's, hey, I love it. It works great for me. I didn't think it was working for a while. And then I said to the nurse, I don't know, I'm starting to have like pain in my feet again and whatever. And she's like, why'd you stop taking the gabapentin? And I was like, oh, yeah, okay, that, and that was it, so. Yeah, I said, I couldn't get the prescription for like 2 weeks, and I was like, oh, it's not doing anything for me, and then all of a sudden, it was doing something for me, and I didn't realize it. What, sweetie?
I just have double pain in the butt, so
Storm just said, it's just time for Hades to back off. Just leave this family alone. And October Girl said, that's why Diane keeps doing it. She's getting the support from others.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. But just so much love pouring in on the comments, we can't even keep up in time to like,
I know, and that's where it is in the comments and the channel.
yeah.
yeah.
It's unfortunate that they're the unsilent minority. They're the very vocal minority is what they are, and one person will say something terrible, and then it'll get a stream of likes on that negative comment, as opposed to all of the, and that's one comment out of 50 on a video, and then the other 49 will be like everything with love and positivity, and
Diane,
Ooh, Lisa's on it.
who was at one point, I only realized when she was actually acknowledging that it was me.
yeah.
Said, "Can I ask you a question?" I said, "Yes." She said, "Do you know that your daughter
What?
has said some terrible things about you?" And my reply was,
Are you
"Yeah,
reading
John's comment?
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, hold on.
this-
I know what's going on is funny, but you guys just missed the best. So, Mom, what? lean in, so everybody can hear you and see you at the same time.
I said, Diane said, Mrs. Henson, do you know that your daughter-in-law has, I'm trying to say, said some terrible things about you? And I said, yes, but I returned the paper. And even she laughed.
I was like, wait, what?
Oh my God.
I was like, no, I don't say terrible things about you. I don't know what you're
The
talking
fact
about.
that you put on there that I'm, among other things, my diagnosis.
Oh, yes.
Um,
You know why I did that
I
that day?
smoke. Oh, that's terrible.
Do you know why I did that day? Oh, I started crying on the video when you called me and told me. And I was like really stressed out about it. And I was like, I just started and I was like, oh my God.
Sharon, you want to read that comment?
Sorry.
From October Girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Diane says you got the idea to sue her from the Johnny Depp trial. That's 4 months ago. Johnny Depp trial started in April.
Yeah, I read that one and I went,
Oh, God.
That's all, folks. I don't know.
I don't know if they'd sue Diane for anything. Like, what does she have that you want? Nothing, right?
she's got so much money.
Oh, I didn't know that. No.
Oh, she's sitting
Why
on
am
those-
I not soft begging to her for
If she
things?
has that much money, can she buy a conscience?
Oh. What on bump?
I'm just asking.
Double mic drop.
Oh.
Sharon needs 2 mics.
Sharon's gonna get muzzled. Ooh, let her talk. Sneaks in here and just talk yapping like.
Go back to the
Like a
kitchen.
chihuahua in the back. Here's
Sharon.
what's up yapping.
Go back to the kitchen.
Listen. People have not had to go back to the kitchen in a long time.
That's right. Did I get it in? Did I get it in?
I hope she's not implying she's Amber Heard. Well, we found out that Amber Heard was lying, so probably.
I mean, just saying. I'm not saying that she did.
But that's what the judge
I
decided.
know.
I don't
No.
know.
I mean, I'm not saying that I got the idea to sue from because
Sorry,
she's Amber.
Grandma G, even I slipped off the, pristine pedestal once in a while.
Oh, about your
Yeah,
accidental curse slip up, sir?
about buying conscience.
Oh, about.
I just,
Oh,
Oh.
if I said half the things I was thinking earlier.
Oh my gosh, yes.
No, we are human, but we
I
also
said-
have,
I said, Mom, don't
hippie
make them bring me
mama.
down to
We're
your
just
level.
having too much fun without her. Sorry.
Wish you were here.
I wanted to time it with you, but no, you popped up with a surprise visit.
Wish you were here.
We're gonna plan this one together.
No, she was not nearly as cute.
Starry
That
night.
was, that was from Chris M.
I think that was about the Amber Heard thing.
Oh,
Starry night. Hey, Jerry.
Who is
Hi,
it?
Jerry. Happy birthday week from Mary and Destiny. Hello to Mom and Jerry.
oh, yay, Destiny and Marianne. Marianne, how are you doing? Marianne is the reason I still share with all of this stuff going on. Marianne, I'm going to tell a little bit of your story. Okay, I hope that's okay. Is it okay with Marianne if I tell a little bit of her story? I'm waiting for your answer.
Yeah.
We're waiting for your answer because I'm not going to tell everything. I'm just going to. We're waiting. It's actually probably coming up there first.
Let's
I have
see
a
here.
YouTube video saying that her Tasha made 3 months ago. It's disgusting.
It's
Oh,
from October Girl.
Story night, yes, says my mom.
yes. Okay, good. So Mary-Ann reached out to me and she said that she has been avoiding going to the doctor for a lot of years because afraid of what the doctor might say. But when I came out and talked about my cancer diagnosis and how strong I was going to the doctor and sharing it all, I inspired her to go to the doctor, to which she did find out then that she had cancer, and she's now also going through her treatments. And I just feel like if this was the reason for me to go through all of this, just to help her be here for as long as she can be here, then it's all worth it, and it is. And I'm sorry to my family for having to go through it as well, but it's you have to find your silver lining, and you guys sharing your love with me and wishing me well and all of your prayers is definitely positive, but helping somebody heal from something that could have been a terrible, terrible situation if they didn't get it checked out.
Right.
It makes it all worth it.
Absolutely.
I told the oh gosh, the radiologist today at the doctor's office, and I said, what was that at the store that I told him that I would take cancer? It wasn't at the store. Lady was buying church clothes for her daughter, and I said, I made a bargain with Jesus. I made a bargain with God that I would take this cancer if he could keep it from 4 people. And it's only between me and him if he decided if that's what he was going to do. And, you know, I would be happy to bear the burden for people who can't. But if I can support the people who have gone through it or are going to go through it, then I think I will. But thank you. Thank you, Mary-Ann, for making me feel like I did something good in real time as opposed to 5 years later. Thank you. And thank you for sharing everything with me too. And you and Destiny are just extraordinary, so thank you.
Nana M, I just noticed you were like, hi everyone, sorry, but it was a lady.
What?
This
Who
is
is
ladies
lady?
by Jeri-Ann is a Jim's mom.
The crazy lady with the gray hair?
Yes.
Yeah, she's supposed to be my mother, but I'm still questioning that.
Mhm.
Oh,
As if the DNA
No,
test wasn't
no.
for you.
She's his mother. That, if you didn't look so much like your Uncle Dave, I'd say maybe question it, but
oh that.
Oh.
Mhm.
no, not this.
Maybe,
No.
Maybe it's a good thing. when he was about 15,
Yeah.
I was,
Oh God.
he went to back with my brother and sister-in-law, and they went shopping someplace, and the sales lady, I don't know if she knew him because knew my brother.
Yeah.
But she said, "Oh, is this your son?" And he said, "Oh my God, no!" He said, "Please no."
That sounds like Uncle Dave.
Oh, what a hoot.
Mary.
Uh,
Mary said I had a clot on my lung because I've smoked for 40 plus years. They are clear, but you gave me the strength to get it done. Okay, so every time somebody wants to hate, just remember one person who has been saved.
yeah. Let's see here, Ladybug. Jeri-Ann, please know that we have never wavered in knowing the kind
I know that.
and empathetic person you are.
I 100% know that.
You
I know that
have
there's way more of
touched
you
my-
behind me than there are in front of me. Or standing against me. You know, it's... Help me because my brain just lost it. No weapon, no.
No weapon formed
Form
against
yourself.
me shall prosper.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mom.
October Girl wants to know, does the radiation medication make you nervous?
The machine.
Oh,
The machine
Thank you, Sharon.
didn't before today.
What?
Because today they decided to tell me, oh, we're the one who stops this machine because it can crush you. So, in all seriousness, they're
Said
helping
what?
the table's about this wide, right? No joke, it's about this wide. And I said, every time I go to roll over, I have to reassure everybody, I slept on the couch till I was 18. I'm not gonna fall off. I promise. I'm very good about pivoting in my place. So they're like, but we're still nervous. And I was like, that's okay. You can stand there. Just don't try to help me, because then I will like lose my balance and think I'm secure and all that stuff. So I sat up and I said, is that the first thing they teach you in radiologist school? And he's like, no, the first thing they teach you is don't break the machine. And the second thing is don't crush anybody with the machine. And I was like, what? And they're like, oh yeah, this is like 4,000 pounds, and this part right here is like 4,000 pounds, and we're the people who stop it from keep going. And I was like,
Oh my God.
what?
What kind of machine was it?
So, the radiation.
Real radiation.
Yeah,
was gonna
so
say,
I was
please don't
like-
tell me it's an MRI.
I was like, I'm so glad you told me that the day before my last treatment. I have to be back here Monday, but they're so nice. The people are so nice.
To get over that.
Yes, I'm just gonna forget about that until Monday, and hopefully, we'll
And
see.
just one more time, Lord.
I might bring them cookies or cash, whatever it is to keep them from crushing me.
Yeah,
But
one more time, Lord. Just one more time.
Grandma G asks, can you explain why you were entitled to get PPP from the U.S. during COVID?
Because some
Of course.
questions came up and they were.
oh, that's no problem. So the PPP loans, not the first or second rounds, but the PPP loans for the third rounds. I think it was the third rounds. That's my memory serves me. The third round of PPP loans, they included people who own their own businesses. Now, the way I file my taxes is I'm my own business owner. I get a 1099 from Google with my YouTube pay on it. I have to take out all my expenses, including rent. What I do is I pay for the room that I rent. That's my office, and you can have office space up to 300 square feet, but of course I don't have 300 square feet. So I have my craft room that I take, basically they deduct some money off of. All of my equipment, my phone equipment, whenever I buy a new tripod, or when we got the new computer for the channel, like whatever equipment I buy, that's all a tax write-off. So I am my own business owner. Mileage on my card. Jim and I keep a log. Actually, technically, Jim doesn't keep a log. When I drive for work, I keep a log of the mileage that I drive for work in a little notebook in the car. So these are all things that you write off in your taxes as your own business owner. So when it came out that the 1099s were being offered to own business owners. Now, here's what it is about owning your own business. Is a lot of people who are independent contractors do the right thing and pay themselves first. Some of us don't. Some of us pay the bills first, okay? So what was happening when the business shrunk, and the business shrunk when the pandemic hit, I can show you how much money I made in the end of 2019 versus the beginning of 2020. Now it did slow down a little since they started the, if you guys remember the, what's the thing with the kids? They started a law where they had to change the monetization. So my channel did come down a little bit from not to give you big money, but to as a suggestive amount to demonstrate. Say it came down from $3,000 a month to $2,000 a month. Well, after the pandemic, by February, it went from $2,000 a month to $700 a month. So what I was doing is not paying myself first. I was paying my rent. I was paying my money for my equipment. I was not paying myself because the pandemic had suffered my business because people couldn't go out. I got feedback that people couldn't go out and buy the stuff that I was sharing at the Dollar Tree. I got a lot of feedback like that. And then when I started doing DIYs, people were giving me feedback that they couldn't go out and buy the supplies. So that's why I started blogging more and crafting less, because I didn't want people to feel bad, because here in mid-Missouri, we didn't get hit by the pandemic really tough until October of 2020, when the whole rest of the world was shut down and couldn't go out for months and months and months. So this was last year. By last year, we were started to become, the business was in a financial red situation. I hadn't received pay for any of the work that I was doing. We couldn't buy supplies anymore. We couldn't cover the rent portion. We basically had to increase our personal rent to cover that. And when the PPP loan came out, that's what it was for. It was for a payroll protection plan. Now, independent contractors don't always have staff, so who was the payroll protection plan for if it wasn't for their own payroll? So that's what it was. I was able to finally give myself back pay and pay myself for the next 2 months with the loan. It was one loan that they break up into half. So I got half by one loan company and half by the other loan company, but both, the loan application was to the Small Business Association of America. That's who the PPP loan was through. You were able to then file I don't remember exact word they said, but it was like a waiver to say like, if your business has gotten back in the black and you're able to pay it back, if you need to pay it back, if you don't need to pay it back, all of these things, they've determined by your story, each individual business owner's story and books, whether or not that was a thing. Now, at the time, I had a lot of people report me in that I was fraudulent, so they investigated me back then, and came to find no fraud at the time.
Right.
So the fact that Jim didn't have to go back to work immediately after, he got laid off, was a business decision. I decided to hire my husband as working with me for my channel because we were trying to make this a full-time business for both of us. So that's what we decided to do, right, as a family. It took a lot of, I'm asking you because you're going to be head down.
Sorry.
It took a lot of convincing because he said like I have to go out and work in a job out there. That's why we tried to keep him so busy. But I was like, if you could just help me. I didn't know I had cancer at the time. I was just tired all the time, and I was like, if you could just help me get stuff to craft, get stuff to cook, we can make this channel like really blow up. Turns out that I got hurt, and then I got sick, and then he's like, I have to get a job, and that's when all that changed.
Right.
But up until that point, up until August, we were trying to make it work as a full-time business. I basically hired him on as temporary staff. And I have to show my books when I do my taxes every year, just like everybody else. So I can't fake it till I make it, and I can't fraud my way out. I mean, I guess I could, but I'm not going to because I don't want to get in trouble. I don't even don't do what the doctor tells me not to do because I'm afraid to get in trouble from the doctor. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it was one big thing after another, back, fraud and whatever. And your daughter-in-law. And I said, okay, that's between Jerry, God, and the government. I know absolutely
In that order.
nothing about it.
In that order, Jerry, God, and the government.
Finally, I have to say, hey, look, you're talking to a wall here. You're
And
talking
all of
to a
that,
wall.
yeah. And all of that is like, so the PPP loan was, when I show my books, my payroll portion has to go like it's income. I had to put it on my taxes like it was income. I didn't have to pay back the loan, but I still had to pay taxes on it. So that's what I did for my 2021 taxes, excuse me. So the other stuff that has been brought up about fraud has been sort of like, do I claim my gifts? And when I talked to, what, that was they were going to ask that?
No.
Oh.
Nothing.
When I spoke to the accountant about that, only if it's one time, and one gift's worth a certain amount of money. I don't have to pool all my gifts together. They're not tips, first of all, they're gifts. If they were tips, it'd be a different story, because like gratuities is different. You're trying to go, oh, you're just stretching?
Well, I was gonna, my tailbone says, you need to sit someplace else.
Oh, okay.
So I was
Watch
gonna go
your
in and take a break.
Okay.
And
Well, what time are we at, guys? Do you know?
Almost 2 hours.
Oh my god, it's never gonna upload. Sorry, Mom, go ahead.
We started at 8:30. No,
get a couple
7:30.
more get a couple-
7:30. Yeah, it's like 9:23.
Get a couple more
Oh, my
mouths
Lanta.
together and
Oh, my Lanta. But anyway.
So, to be continued.
so if you guys quit before, it was lovely.
They can't see you cut that off. Oh, there you go.
Neil, your head's
Her back doesn't want to do that.
No, my leg.
Oh.
Or the whole thing. It was lovely. It was fun. I don't know if I'm gonna do this again. And nice to meet you all. And I was gonna say.
You're Sally Henson with the blue S, or the S with the blue circle?
The blue circle with the S.
That's her. Okay.
And you probably seen me. I get on his channel.
Oh yeah, she's taking over my comments, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna sit here and just watch.
I haven't commented so much on Jerry's because I didn't want to get in the middle with things.
I'm
I
like,
probably should never have done that.
okay, I can do a video and let mom do all the comments because she seems to be going on a roll.
Sure, I'm the one with the vision problems, but sure, take care of his comments with him. I appreciate that.
Hey, that's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have a good time, and I'll come in and try and take care of your comments. Because I can't read anymore either.
Sorry, sweetie.
Thank you, Sally.
Yeah, I mean, I got it.
Okay.
I don't know. I
Maybe.
don't want it to end.
Really?
I know.
My mother was. I you probably can't hear me. My mother was a talker, like you couldn't believe. First time my husband's sister met her, she told him, "I don't know if I like her. She talks to me over, I don't talk more than I do."
That's probably why you're so quiet. It's like, I never got a word in edgewise when I was growing up, and then I married Jim, and you never got a word in edgewise with him either after that.
Oh, man.
Oh, perfect. But I think we might wrap it up. Is there any more questions real quick? Maybe we can address quickly?
No, I really can't tell if there's questions.
It's a lot of just comments and
Okay.
interactions. And
Thanks, guys. We do love you guys more than anything, and we appreciate you being here.
Mhm.
I think 2 hours. This is going to take forever to upload. You may not see this video ever again. And it's not because we hiding it from everybody. It's literally because 2 hours
chunks.
in chunks, exactly.
That sounds so appealing. Like
Is
head
that?
cheese.
Oh my gosh, head cheese. But if this is good, if it's good for everybody, are you good? Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And mom was able to really shine tonight. I'm glad, but
I have to say this before we do sign off.
okay.
Sharon's speech was great. I mean, we know that Sharon loves Jeri-Ann. There's no ifs, ands about it.
And you too.
Well, I know that.
Oh.
Because of the fact that we did block a lot of the haters and a lot of them didn't even try to come in, because I know I have on my channel, I don't know about you, but I blocked Diane and Dee Dee because,
You blocked her on my channel.
Diane and my cousin, because they've just gone overboard. Their hatred and not wanting to listen to us has gone overboard, and I'm pretty sure if they get a chance to have one of their flunkies come into our channels to comment about this, I'm just gonna have to say, meh, you're done. I'm out.
So close.
You're off.
It was so close.
Name that movie. We could do this. We could do this all night, Sharon, you and me. And be
I
like,
know.
so close.
I know.
Miss Congeniality.
Well, to all of her very faithful and loving viewers, I say thank you, and thank you for all the prayers. We feel them, and it was lovely to meet and interact with you as well. So good night.
And for me, you guys know, and Mom, because Mom already said goodnight, you guys know I love you so much. And if you have not heard it today, you can always come by and hear how much I love you, because I do. And as always, signing off. Take care, God bless, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Say goodbye to the top of Jim's head. Bye. You're going to have to get that for me, baby.
Timber! Oh.
Oh, there you go.
End?
Yes.